Okay, Jesus, one of the most famous characters in the world. Okay, and nothing about his childhood is in the 66 books in the Bible. And there's very good reason why they didn't put the story of his childhood, which is the Gospel of Thomas. Okay, because in this story, writing it is Thomas, and he thinks this guy that he's watching turn 12 clay sparrows into actual sparrows, and they fly away. He withered his teacher. He killed his classmate. He ended up killing another person, okay, with magic. And Thomas is writing this down thinking this guy named Jesus is possessed, this little kid. So the reason why they don't put the Gospel of Thomas in the Bible is because common sense. So Jesus has this magical power where he can kill people. He can turn clay into sparrows, okay? Well, why didn't he kill the people that were the Christians that put him on the cross to murder him? He could have literally withered his way out of that. He could have smote everybody, because that people started using common sense around the Gospel of Thomas, and they say, well, if Jesus has all this magic, why doesn't he use it? I mean, he could turn water into wine. He could feed 1,000 people with one fish, okay? But he could not prevent himself from getting murdered on a cross, okay? Now, keep in mind, both the Quran and the Bible, they both have the very similar stories. Like Noah's Ark is in the Quran and it's in the Bible, okay? And it was the Amorites, the Jews, that got on Noah's Ark, and that was the last repopulation of Earth. So if you pay attention to those stories, then we're all Jewish. No matter if you're Muslim, Christian, atheist, okay, then we're all Jewish, according to the story of Noah's Ark. But I want you to keep in mind, the Bible and the Quran, they're scriptures, okay, like a movie script, okay, because they're satirical playwrights. The writers at the time were all poets, satirical poets, writers on architecture, writers on poetry. They use the Shakespeare communication structure in the Bible, and that's why it's all in verse. It's all a playwright, okay? And both of them were designed to quell slave rebellions. They're written by the rich nobility class for the lower class, to have something to believe in so they would stop rebelling against the power, okay? And that's why today there's more slaves on earth than at any point in history. If you read the chapter Job in the Bible, that's Satan narrating it. And now what's Satan's favorite number and the devil? Well, that's number 6. Okay, so what's the riddle in the very first part of the Bible? Well, God created the earth in 6 days. Okay, that's the devil. Keep in mind, it's a fictional story. I want people to keep that in mind.